What's good, your boy AT-Man Reaction, and today we about to react to a SunnyV2 video about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now I know y'all all was around for that time when 6ix9ine first came around. He was popping, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, like 6ix9ine wasn't on fire, bro. He was dropping bangers, you know what I'm saying? He was probably the funniest person on social media for that time period of time, which was it was a good time. Was he wilding? Yes, but it was funny, so everybody enjoyed that. But we gonna see it's his downfall, basically. We gonna see what happened here. But if you're not subscribed, that subscribe button, hit that like button, make sure y'all keep commenting videos you want me to react to on the channel. But let's get to it. Alright, y'all, this is SunnyV2 6ix9ine is verging on bankruptcy. Now this man was running the internet at one point, and he was running the charts, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens.
Spotted 6ix9ine supercars being towed by the IRS as he can't pay his taxes.
I didn't know this was happening.
With sources claiming he has debts of over $20 million. Paying this back now seems pretty unlikely, as 6ix9ine's recent album was such a massive flop. Most people don't even know that he released something new.
I didn't know.
This to 2017,
but it was like a Mexican album,
when 6ix9ine was undefeated. Everything he released became an instant hit, and no one can deny it. His unique style of music was pulling hundreds of millions of views, leading to a self-reported massive record deal, with 6ix9ine stating, "Right now I'm signing my life away to Illuminati for $7.5 million. Life is awesome."
Bro, he was
Only
running
4 months
the world,
later,
bro.
he'd land a headphone deal worth $4.9 million, and was paid a 6-figure sum just to feature Fashion Nova in one of his music videos. Well before this, 6ix9ine was already bragging, "I made $1 million this year and I bought a fake Rolex with it." Then only a year later, he was donating the same amount.
Since the last time I've been here, I donated close to $1 million just to community. Not to no foundations, just going on the street and giving out money.
He'd post multiple videos showing massive stacks of cash.
Bro, he was running the world.
Everything you do.
Fuck yes.
Protecting his $500,000 jewelry
I ain't gonna lie, he was
by dropping a further $100,000 on personal security for a 10-day LA trip.
Hey, now the one thing I will say about him, he needed that security because he was talking reckless. If y'all was around, bro, he was talking crazy, man.
Signed yet another multi-million-dollar publishing deal, showing that the money was coming from his music. 6ix9ine's first album, Dummy Boy, sold over 1 million units, meaning it likely made over $10 million. However, he'd foolishly used the entire album to rap about committing crimes. For example, on Cuda, he'd proudly proclaim, "All my people really gangbang, talk that damn slang, rap about it, do the same thing, let your nuts hang. We post up, we don't do the race, you gon' die today." Similarly, on Billy, he'd add, "Get the F up out my effing face before I murder you. Whole squad full of killers, I'm a killer too. Send shots. Everybody get popped.
Sending shots. Everything I was rapping about was really happening."
Which certainly didn't help to
the logic is not logic, y'all.
6ix9ine, rapper faces prison and sex offender
Whoa, I didn't know about the second one.
The article explained that 6ix9ine originally pleaded guilty in October 2015 to using a child in a sexual performance when he was 18. In a video posted online, a 13-year-old girl was seen engaging in oral intercourse while Tekashi stood behind her. The hip-hop star has since been arrested twice for allegedly choking a 16-year-old in a shopping center in Houston earlier this year.
I did not know that.
In May, he was also arrested for driving without a license, assaulting a police officer, and obstructing governmental administration. 6ix9ine wasn't given leniency as he was using social media to promote a culture of violence and glorify gang activity, but while he did pay his bond of $155,000, the problems didn't end there. After finally closing the book on his 2015 child sex case, 6ix9ine and his associates went to Felipe Chow to celebrate the legal win with a lavish dinner. Things got ugly when the crew was denied entry into the restaurant as a brawl took place and gunshots rang off. A pair of 6ix9ine's entourage members and his manager are arrested for their involvement. One of the security guards working at the restaurant is reportedly hit over the head with a chair, thrown some robberies plus multiple shooting incidents, and 6ix9ine was facing a minimum of 47 years in prison.
I got federal agents sitting in front of my house.
Bro, 47 years?
4, 5, 6 cars. One thing I fear in life. No, 2 things. I fear God, and I fear the FBI. Only 2 things I'm scared in life.
He'd infamously testify against 12 co-defendants.
I don't give a fuck if I'm held accountable for what I did. Yes, I snitched, and I did it proudly.
Which reduced his sentence to just 2 years, although it also completely destroyed his credibility. 6ix9ine snitching became a whole meme format, with people joking 6ix9ine I ain't no snitch. Judge, 47 years. 6ix9ine, ever notice Dwayne Johnson looks like The Rock? Implying he'd say anything to get a lighter sentence. He was therefore also memed as a Karen, whilst others joked, imagine spending 7 years in college to become a lawyer, and your client shows up to court like this. The legal process also cost 6ix9ine a fortune.
How much money have you spent on legal fees this year? Too much, right?
Yeah, like $500,000.
That's what I'm saying.
But being sent off to prison only made him more popular. He signed a $10 million record deal whilst behind bars, and after being released only 6 months later, 6ix9ine claimed on Instagram, "I got out of jail $20 million richer."
First day home, you see the vibes, man. King New York's home, man. I'm on house arrest, so come on, let's go.
This was supported by a range of extravagant purchases, with TMZ reporting he'd bought a fleet of luxury vehicles that includes an Aventador McLaren Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and a Range Rover.
All 4 cars, Lamborghini Aventador, Wraith, McLaren, G-Wagon.
Bro, why do you even need that?
Tekashi's getting iced out too. We're told he splurged on 4 timepieces, including a Richard Mille watch, and dropped another $300,000 on a chain shaped
I remember
like
that chain. I do remember the chain.
This is $500,000. $500,000. Look at the diamonds.
I remember the chain.
And nobody got this watch. If you don't got this watch right here, you a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy. Sit down. King's
I do remember that.
He'd then purchased this insane piece of jewelry, bragging on Instagram $1 million on a chain. Best chain in the game. My chain costs more than your whole chain piece and watch. LeMayo, you know who runs the city. In a different post, he bragged 15,000 sold out show Istanbul, Turkey, 500,000 for 40 minutes. He'd show off his earnings in videos such as this one.
You got 1 house right here, 2 houses right here, 3 houses right here, 4 houses right here, 5 houses right here.
That is
maybe 2 houses right there.
That is literally 5 houses on the same.
50,000 of it at the Gucci store in under 10 minutes. He then vowed every week I will try to give at least 50,000 away to someone random for people in need, all the while his music was still performing well. His song Goober, released a month after his last day in jail, gained 45 million views in its first 24 hours. This made it the biggest 24-hour debut for a hip-hop video in YouTube history, after which 6ix9ine also broke the record for the most viewers ever in an Instagram live. Everyone, he's gonna be irrelevant when he comes out of jail. 6ix9ine, #1 on Apple Music and breaking records. Who y'all think is the king of New York? 1 month later, he'd put out Trolls, which again gained 45 million views in only 24 hours, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 6ix9ine celebrated his post-prison success. However, as it turns out, this would be his peak. Goober and Trolls became part of the album Tattletales, which didn't perform so well. Despite the noise, 6ix9ine's Tattletales album headed for underwhelming chart debut. It sold just 55,000 album units, making it his worst performing project ever. One of 6ix9ine's rivals, Trippie Redd, laughed at the album's poor performance, which was especially embarrassing as 6ix9ine previously said this.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
The number of listeners per song wasn't lying either, with Joe Budden calling the album a likely financial disaster. He'd state that projections are lower than what it would take for an artist who travels with 9 and 10 security guards everywhere he goes. That's the part that the public never really deciphers. It's not who flopped and who didn't, it's what comes in versus what's spent. And this kid, it takes a lot for him to move around. Anthony Fantano gave the album a 3, but more notably stated,
it would be kind of funny.
I'm not really seeing an increase in quality because I think 6ix9ine is just diving even deeper into using social media and antics and drama and clout chasing as a crutch to supplement his career.
Which turned out to be correct. Rather than focusing on making incredible music, 6ix9ine seemed more concerned with social media fame. He began spending time with Steve will Do It, who gave 6ix9ine the chance to make some extra money. Steve worked with Rumble to get him a streaming deal, which paid 6ix9ine $2 million just to stream for an hour per week. However, if 6ix9ine didn't fulfill the contract, Steve would have to pay Rumble the $2 million himself. Well, 6ix9ine took the money, then went live on Rumble only 4 times before quitting.
I got him a deal, right? To play video games once a week for an hour. $2 million up front, and he just doesn't do anything.
Steve further revealed
he had no money at the time, and he needed money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous. That's literally like
black chicks
story.
Explaining 6ix9ine lied just to get the money.
He told the company, I need $2 million, up front so I can buy a content house. The guy's an idiot.
Essentially, having been scammed out of $2 million, Steve exposed 6ix9ine further, showing he hadn't been supporting his daughter.
I said, how much money has he given to his daughter for 5 years? He said $20,000, right?
That's $4,000 a year.
$4,000 a year, right? I've seen him get paid like over $10 million in 1 year.
Steve then disclosed on a podcast that in addition to the $2 million he was owed, 6ix9ine also owed $10 million to the IRS, $9.8 million to a stripper he hit with a bottle, $600,000 on a house lien, and $60,000 to a home builder. Steve will do it concluded, dude, he's such a broke loser. Literally such a broke loser. And he's just a nasty person in general. In addition to his previous debts, 6ix9ine was ordered to pay $1 million in robbery restitution, although he responded by stating, I ain't got it right now. When the judge then referenced this video, 6ix9ine admitted that was prop money. I ain't got it. I'm an entertainer and obviously we talking about it, so I did a pretty good job at entertaining people. You know how you have a degree in law? I have a degree in entertainment. But it seems the lawyers representing him weren't getting paid either, especially after his ex-girlfriend also sued him for $1 million, claiming 6ix9ine posted revenge porn of her online and physically and emotionally abused her. However, 6ix9ine couldn't even afford his credit card bill, let alone his taxes, leading the IRS to show up at his house and seize some of his cars. Clearly in financial strife, 6ix9ine made another album, although if you don't remember any hype around it, it's because there simply wasn't any.
I didn't even know.
Whilst his two previous projects had some commercial success, Leyenda Viva didn't chart in any country. On Rate My Music, it scored lower than 1 out of 5 stars, and with only a couple million listens per song, it's no surprise people have called it one of the most boring albums I've ever listened to. 6 months later, he put out Blackballed, which seems to have performed even worse, excluding one hit single with Kodak Black. Seemingly out of pure desperation, 6ix9ine promoted crypto.
I just released the dummy coin. For the first 2,000 holders who buy into the dummy coin, you will be selected to do a meet and greet here in Romania.
After which he was actually offered a lifeline. Tekashi 6ix9ine. I signed a new record deal for $6 million plus. It explained Tekashi is being paid $1 million for the album, which will feature 10 songs, and he's gonna make $250,000 for every concert of an upcoming tour. This all adds up to Tekashi potentially pocketing over $6 million, all held under one main condition: he doesn't get arrested. Just 1 month ago, 6ix9ine again went back to jail for violating parole terms on his initial main prison stint. In the process, he tested positive for meth twice, so despite being released after 45 days, it seems 6ix9ine's life-saving record deal won't be going forward.
Now I don't even know what to say, bro. You really was on top of the world for a period of time and got a second chance to remain on top of the world, and you sold time after time. That's literally an example of what not to do, you know what I'm saying? You got the fame in a way that really wasn't the best, but whatever, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You messed up, you snitched, you got out, and you had another chance, and you sold again. What's going on? I don't know what was not clicking with him, bro, but that's just crazy. It's really crazy to think about how this man was really on top of the game. I'm telling you, I was in high school, bro. He could not do no wrong. Every song he would hit, be high on the charts. It was going crazy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And hopefully I don't see something like that again, because the way he did it was very artificial. Like, as far as like, first of all, he didn't even know those gang members. He literally paid them to be around him. Like, what? This is so backwards, bro. I don't even know, man. That was crazy. But shout out to him for that one song he had with A-Boogie was kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie, that song was fire. That was my song. Comment down below. Was y'all hip around the time when 6ix9ine was going crazy? You know what I'm saying? Was y'all bumping his music? Let me know down below. But hit that like button, that sub button. And I'm just saying on the channel. Your boy HK now. We got it.